What's up, Jeromites? So today we're doing a belt review, and the reason I'm doing this is because it's a personal favorite of mine. No, I'm not getting paid to do this, but this is definitely one of the best belts I've ever owned my entire life, and I've owned probably upwards of 50 belts. So just keep that in mind. I went and bought a new one today just because I have a camel one right now that I always wear, and I just wanted a plain black one. So it says one size fits up to 44 inch. One size for all fits up to 44 inch. So these guys are called arcade belts. I got mine at Shields. This was 26 bucks at Shields, but it just hangs like this as inventory, and it has a little clip on the back to undo it. It's a pretty sweet belt. This is definitely something I would get for a present for somebody if you're looking for a guy or even a girl in your life who is on the more adventurous side. I would say these are definitely for them. I would wear this for anything that I was going to be doing outdoors, but also this would be good for, it's black. You could use this as a more business belt. Now the only maybe downside is this plastic clip. If you're going to be wearing it for business, this may not be the most sophisticated. Now they do have different clips, but all the ones that I have seen are plastic. They do have a little bit different size, but it is pretty cool. It does stretch, so you do have some give to it. So it gives it, like, it's not such a tight fit that, you know, sometimes you're like wrenching that belt down and you're like stretching the belt out anyway, and your leather belts or plastic or pleather, those belts are getting ruined because you're putting too much pressure on them. And that's what a belt is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be holding your pants up, right? So this is pretty cool. You can adjust it up to 44 inches. So this is a belt that can grow with you. But really, you just push this out right here into the plastic piece. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. And then you can pull it depending on how big you want to be or how tight you want it. Fairly simple, but it's not like it's gonna just do it by itself, so you do have to kind of work it a little bit, which I actually like quite a bit because then it's not slipping while you're wearing it as well. So you just pull that through there, and then it has a little loop that holds the belt in place once you get it to where you want it. So I would just go ahead and put this around my waist to see where I want it, and they had it pretty close actually with where I bought it, so maybe they just knew that I was going to be buying this belt. So yeah, so I am pretty excited about this. They do have a couple others I might be buying in the near future with maybe some allowance, because we set aside that every month. So this is definitely something that I would invest in just because I think it is a good investment, and I would advise all of you to do the same because it is a pretty cool style, first of all. So this is all black. It is webbing. I did go to their website just to kind of browse other belts because Shields had a, not a limited selection, but what was left of the selection was limited. So they usually have quite a bit, and I talked to the sales guy there, and they said that they have just been selling like crazy. So they have what are called adventure belts, which is this. This is part of that line. They have a future weave. They have utility belts, which are pretty cool. And then they have a smart weave, crossover belts, and they even have suspenders. So this is pretty cool, guys. If you want to go out and check them out, it's called arcadebelts.com. I'll put a link in below so you guys can go check them out as well. That way you don't have to type anything crazy. But yeah, so I've had my other belt for, I want to say 2 years. I'm not sure though. I want to say at least 2 years, and it's still probably pretty close to the same as the day I bought it, just because I haven't grown a lot in my size, so I haven't really had to adjust this very much, and I don't know if that's played a factor in it or not. But yeah, it is definitely a cool belt. I love this belt, and I would definitely tell you guys to go out and get it. So get this for a present for a loved one. Mine was $26. Maybe you guys can catch it on like a Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal. And yeah, so it's Arcade Belts, and I will see you guys tomorrow.